Hello everyone, here there is a question. A uniform rod of length 1 meter is bent at its midpoint to make a 90-degree angle. The distance of the center of mass from the center of the rod is going to be. So here they are told that let us consider this is going to be the rod. So length of the rod can be measured as L, considers as L, but they have given 1 meter. So to understand the concept, we can able to measure it as L. So this is in the x-axis only, x coordination only. Okay, this is going to be bended in the midpoint. Okay, bended in the midpoint. Let us consider this is midpoint. So this length is going to be L by 2, this length is going to be L by 2. Okay, now this can be drawn like this. Okay, this is going to be changed like this. So this makes angle 90 degree as given in the question. Yes, now this length is going to be L by 2, this length is going to be L by 2. So using midpoint, this is going to be the midpoint. This whole is going to be L by 2. Okay, now in the coordination, this point is going to be measured, and this point in the coordination of mathematics. In mathematical representation, this is a coordination number. This is going to be the x-axis. In x-axis, L by 2 is going to be the distance, and let us consider this is going to be the origin of this graph. So comma 0. Okay, this is in the x-axis, and this point is going to be 0 comma L by 2. Okay, this is going to be the resultant distance. Okay, now we have to find midpoint of this thing, resultant, midpoint of this resultant. What is going to be midpoint? So midpoint formula is given by x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2 in the coordination. Okay, what do you mean coordination number? You know that there is a graphical representation. When we are representing in the graphical representation, we are going to use this formula as a midpoint formula. So let us consider this as A, this point as B. Okay, this is the midpoint of AB. Okay, so which is going to be x1 here? This is going to be the x1 because this lies in the x-axis, x1 and sorry y1, y1. So this is x2, y2. Okay, this is the important thing. So L by 2 is going to be y2, x2 is going to 0, L by 2 is going to be x1, 0 is going to be y1. Okay, by substituting this here, x1 is L by 2, L by 2 plus x2 is 0, 0 by 2, x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1, y1 is 0 plus y2 is L by 2. Okay, by 2. So by solving this, you will be getting the midpoint of this point as L by 8 comma L by 8. This is going to be the midpoint. Okay, let us write here this L by 8 comma L by 8. But this is in the graphical representation that we found the answer in the graphical representation, but we need answer in the magnitude. Okay, in the magnitude, not in the graphical representation or not in the coordination number. Okay, for that I can able to change it into this equation can be written as, yes, this equation can be written as in the vector form by 8 I cap. Okay, we know the coordination number. This is going to be x-axis, this is going to be y-axis, right? So in x, okay, in x-axis I cap plus L by 8 y, sorry, j cap. This is in the y-axis, j cap. It can be written as the vector form. Okay, this is the midpoint going, this is going to be the midpoint of the resultant one. Okay, I will be moving to the next page. to make the magnitude of the midpoint of this AB, to make in magnitude modulus, we are going to take modulus. So it means root, square root, and so to change into the magnitude we are doing this from the vector form to the magnitude. We are doing this. L by 8 I cap plus L by 8 j cap can be written as in the magnitude. To find the magnitude we can able to write like this. By continuing this, we will be getting root of 2 times L by 8 square root 2 times L by 8 whole square. Now here this root and square is going to be get cancelled here itself. The square and root will be cancelled for this alone, but the remaining is going to be root 2 into L by 8. L by 8. So 8 can written as 2 into 4. Now this 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2. Okay, now you can able to cancel this root 2, but the remaining is going to be L by root 2 into 4. So instead of doing this, we can able to best simplification method can be written as 8 itself by 8 directly we can able to write. So in the given question, the length of the rod, we measured the length of the rod is length, okay, L. So length of the rod is going to be 1 meter. So in L we have to substitute 1 in the L. So root 2 can be written as 1.41414. Okay, root 2 value is constant value into 1 by 8 is going to be written here. Okay, so is equal to, you can able to simplify this. Yes, 14 I will be writing as 14 14 into 10 power minus 1, approximately 10 power minus 1 by 8. So approximation can be done here. So 2 4s are 8, 2 7s are 14, 2 7s are 14. Okay, and 3.5 by 2, it is equal to 3.35 into 10 power minus 2 by 2. So by continuing this equation, yes, 35 can be measured in the 17.5 into 10 power 17.5 into 10 power minus 2, which is equal to 17.5 centimeter. 10 power minus 2 means centimeter. 17.5 centimeter is going to be the answer. Where is going to be the 17.5? So yes, we done it in the approximation value. This thing is taken as an approximation, so it is going to be greater. 17.5 is going to be exact value is going to be 17.7 centimeters is going to be exact value. Thank you.